Nigeria's undisputed queen of corruption, Dizani. What if I told you that one Nigerian ex-oil minister stole more money than the annual budgets of Iceland, Bahamas, Barbados? Incredible, right? But it's true. Here's the full story of Dizani Alison Madueke, the undisputed queen of corruption in Nigerian history. Dizani represents the powerful of the powerful Nigerian elite, having been married to a one-time chief of naval staff who was at various times governor of Imo and Anambra states. Dizani is a woman of many firsts. She became the first female minister of transportation in Nigeria in 2007, as well as the first female minister of petroleum resources in 2010. In 2011, she became the first woman to be awarded an honorary doctorate degree in management sciences by the Nigerian Defense Academy. By 2014, she became the first female president of OPEC. And now, 10 years after, in 2024, she is likely to be crowned as the first and undisputed female kleptomaniac in history, outdoing the budgets of several nations single-handedly. Long before her stint in the oil and gas sector, Mrs. Alison Madueke was investigated by the Nigerian Senate on allegations that she paid in $39 billion to contractors while she held office as transportation minister. In 2009, the Senate also indicted and recommended her for prosecution for allegedly transferring 1.2 billion naira into a private account of a toll company without due process. After former Vice President Goodluck Jonathan became acting president, she was appointed, and her tenure as petroleum minister turned out to be one of Nigeria's most controversial, amid unending allegations of corruption. Under her watch, dubious oil marketers stole trillions of naira of oil subsidy money, and probes by independent audit firms, including the KPMG and PricewaterhouseCoopers, confirmed billions of dollars of oil money were missing. In 2013, the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, made the announcement that $20 billion was missing from the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, an NPC.
The most important point to establish is that there's a difference of $20 billion between what NNPC shipped and what is repatriated.
Sanusi believes he was fired from the Central Bank of Nigeria because he went public with charges, but she says Sanusi made the allegations to retaliate after she didn't help him to get appointed as the president of the African Development Bank, AFDB, and dismissed his allegation. 2 years after Sanusi's bombshell, Dizani was removed from office as Minister of Petroleum Resources, after which she officially got charged to court by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission of Nigeria for money laundering. In August 2017, a Nigerian federal court seized 7.6 billion naira, $21 million, from bank accounts linked to her. And that same year, several of her assets, worth $145 million, were seized by the US Justice Department's kleptocracy team. By 2021, the Pandora Papers, which were a collection of 11.9 million leaked documents that revealed the hidden offshore dealings of prominent world leaders, politicians, corporate executives, and celebrities, exposed that Dizani had accepted $17 million in gifts and property from Nigerian oil businessmen in exchange for favors during her ministerial tenure. A search of one of her palatial residences in Abuja by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, turned up boxes of gold, silver, and diamond jewelry, worth several £million sterling. Apart from the jewelry, the EFCC, Nigeria's foremost anti-corruption agency, has traced N47 $2 billion and $487.50 million in cash and properties to her. Life is full of ups and downs, and they are without a balance. Did Dizani work her way up with years of sheer will and hard work just to be pulled down in an instant? Despite the allegations, the former minister, who has been in London since 2015, has however continued to deny any financial misdeed. She insists she is being severely maligned and persecuted by the EFCC, claiming she is a victim of political persecution. Her supporters argue that she is being targeted because of her gender and her political affiliations. However, her critics argue that her corruption and abuse of power are well documented and undeniable. And on the strength of weighty evidences placed before Nigerian courts, there are a string of judicial pronouncements ordering the forfeiture of all allegedly ill-gotten wealth to Alison Madueke's former employers, the federal government of Nigeria. Going by the continued unearthing of hard-to-ignore evidences of unexplained acquisitions, coupled with a court ruling on the final forfeiture of $37.5 million, around 11,750 million naira, to the federal government, ex-Minister Diozani's evidence-free counter-charge that she is a victim of EFCC persecution may be ringing hollower and hollower. 9 years after all these monies were allegedly stolen from the coffers of Nigeria, Queen Diozani still walks around as a free woman. Would there ever be justice for the millions of Nigerians she plunged into poverty? Thank you for watching this episode of Sahara Reporter's short history series on the history of corruption in Nigeria. Join us next time as we continue to uncover the truth and shed light on the dark corners of corruption in Nigeria. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe